Alright, for my next build here, I'm doing this Monogram snaptite kit, Nissan 280ZX and 1/32 scale. And it is a very low part count, 23 parts, molded in red and black. A very nicely detailed body, excuse me. It says Nissan on the box, but it is branded as a Datsun, as it should be right there on the rear. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the branding on the quarter panels. It does have the Z here though on the hood. So these the mirrors I did put in because I'm going to be painting the whole body. So might as well just put the mirrors in. So there's the body. Actually, I should point out this is fairly detailed. It's not quite, well, I guess it is accurate. There's various trim packages. I guess this is a base trim package. But yeah, it has some nice detail. It has the hood louvers there. The hatchback detail is on there. The nice lights are molded in back there. And the frame here is a curb kit, so just a transmission here, front suspension. You got the rear suspension, a dual exhaust, the gas tank, and it does say, see if we can get that in here, 1980 on there. So I'm guessing this is a 1980 280ZX. Got fairly detailed bumpers here. I'm gonna have to get in there and paint that silver because this black is actually a cowl. So there's turn signals here, and that center section is well, it's chrome. It's chromed bumper. And sort of similar on the rear here, where the intersection is actually bumper. So, got nice tires, nice Goodyear tires, that really cool steering wheel that the Datsuns had. And we got the rims. Fairly decent representation of the rims. We have the interior bucket, and that's a pretty nice interior bucket. I do like how they have the tire mount there. You got the suspension brackets coming up through. That's exactly what they look like. A fair amount of detail on the doors. That center console is pretty accurate. You've got nice big old fat pedals down in there. And the dashboard here is also fairly detailed for such a simple little kit. Does have all the speedometer, RPMs, and then even has these three. I'm not even sure what those are. But yeah, fairly nice detail for such a simple little kit. We have the seats, and again, I really like these seats. You can see the that's pretty smooth in there, but you get a nice texture on the side here. And it's the same thing with the interior. You can see that the floor and the bucket back here have a nice little texture on them. And then, of course, last but not least, the glass and the headlights. So, very low parts count, and the instructions are very simple. There's 5 steps. Put the glass in, put the interior together, put the interior in the body, put the frame on the body, and then just throw everything else on. And it does have a little paint guide here. See it's got them up front here somewhere. There they are. Here's your paint guide. So yeah, I will not be leaving this red. This will be very specific colors, which I will show off right now. Be back in a second. So here's the color scheme I'm going to be using for the Datsun. As you can see, the branding right there, that's not on there. And this is also another trim. So it's this nice deep blue and silver. I used to think the silver was just the hood, but it's not. It actually comes around the cowling and onto the quarter panel a little bit, and goes all the way back. Even the mirrors are this silver color, and it goes all the way back along around the quarter panel and dips down and up and kind of connects to the post there. So you can see more detail here. The gas cap is actually a black color. There's silver trim and then rubber around the hatchback. You can see the lights, the backup lights and everything there. Although I think this is a 79. You can see the bumper there. And again here, you can see a little bit of bumper and more of how the silver, the louvers are black, so is the louvers up there. This is a T-top. I obviously will be building a hard top. And here's the interior. And I am doing this two-tone interior here, so you get the nice deep blue for the console and the steering wheel, and then the center console, and you've got the lighter blue of the seats and the interior here, and then white. So I'll be painting the door panels and the interior here white, and then I'll be masking off the seats and painting them blue and white. And there's the rear, so you can see the blue is just on the, basically on the floor here of this section, and that white continues along here. So that's pretty much how I'm going to paint it up there. So now I've got to go and remove some flash and get my parts into some soapy water and clean them off. I'll be back in a minute. And here it is all finished up. I just got done with the last of the detail paint. It's exactly the paint scheme I was going for. You can see I've got the interior in there. Got all the bevels painted. I got the tail lights painted there, the bumpers, both of them painted. The turn, the signals on, and the interior in there. The white and blue combo. Yeah, this turned out actually pretty good. I really like how this one turned out. This is exactly the paint scheme and the colors I was looking for. Yeah, I think the only problem with the kit, and I'm not sure how this happened, is there's supposed to be pegs here that peg the wheels into place. This one was missing for some reason, so that wheel is glued in place. Not that I roll them around or anything, but yeah, she looked pretty good. Bring in some other 1/32 scale cars. Kind of show the scale with those vets. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty easy to go together. Most of the work was just paint, and that's about it. I did do a two-tone, not only body, but a two-tone interior with white and blue. You can kind of see on the seats there, they're white and blue. And so that some of the door panels are white and it's blue on the bottom. And the same thing with the rear. So yeah, this was a pretty fun little car to do. And I think that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys next time.